Hi, everybody. It's Dale again. Yes, I know. Boring, boring. Anyway, we're here at Aero Mobility. We're outside, and we want to show you some applications of hand controls that we do here at Aero Mobility. We do a lot of custom work on a lot of different types of cars, but this segment is about just because you have something that ails you or some type of disability does not mean you can't have a regular car as well as an accessible car. And I'm going to show you a few examples of that. This here is a 4x4 GMC Denali. Okay, the gentleman that owns this car is a paraplegic, and I don't know how he does it, but he can crawl up into this vehicle because he wants to have a regular vehicle. Obviously, he's young and he has good upper body strength. But these are MPS Monarch A1 push right angle hand controls. We do a ton of these. This seems to be the most common hand control that there is in the industry right now. Now, there's a lot of other ones I'm going to show you, but this one's probably, at least from our perspective, 80 to 90% of our business as far as hand controls. And you have to be certified to put the hand controls in. You either have to have a certificate from a California licensed driver's training instructor that provides driver's training for hand controls, or if you've had hand controls for years, the DMV driver's test, and they put it on the back of your driver's license as restriction number 22. Okay, must drive with full hand controls. Otherwise, I couldn't touch any of the vehicles that I'm about to show you. Okay, so this is a real simple system. You push forward here for brake, and then you pull down this way for acceleration. It's very, very easy. Now, they also make this hand control with a horizontal handle to where you can go push and then pull back for acceleration. So there's a lot of variables when it comes to this type of hand controls. But like I said, this is probably 80 to 90% of our business. It's kind of like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But some people need different systems, and there's a lot of new systems out there, which we're going to show you right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to a display we have behind the truck of hand controls that I have set up already. Okay? And hopefully I'll make it out of here without hurting myself. Okay. So this is a spinner knob, which anybody has hand controls knows. But now you got to remember one thing. When you have hand controls in your vehicle, an able-bodied person can still drive the vehicle. You can still push on the pedals, gas, and brake. Okay? Spinner knob here can be removed. There's a little push button here. Pull on that, it comes out. So it's not in the way of somebody that doesn't need it. You put it in, you just pop it in there, it's there. This is just a display. And this is the same hand control that's in the truck here. Push for brake, down for acceleration. Okay? Push. And this one also, if you have a horizontal handle, or even vertical or horizontal, you can go push, pull. Okay? So like I said, this is our bread and butter hand controls right here. Okay? So now we're going to move on to some hand controls that are a little bit more sophisticated. This is a company out of Canada. It's called SureGrip. Okay? They make a lot of different types of hand controls for people with different needs. Okay? So this right here is also brake, and that's acceleration, but with a vertical handle. Brake, acceleration. Okay? Much easier. Now, this one here is more like a throttle mechanism. This is just for gas only. Okay. All SureGrip stuff it has heavy duty hardware on it. It's a little bit heavier system. This one here is a handle just to pull back for acceleration. Okay, that's another device that they make. There's another handle, comes down. That's also for acceleration. Okay. Now, SureGrip makes some different types of spinner knobs. Okay. Now, you'll notice this one has all these different dials on here. These are for windshield wipers, power windows. You can even have a mirror that moves. All these devices are on there, so someone doesn't have to take their hands off of the spinner knob. Radio, air conditioning, all those things can be incorporated into this. And these pop off as well. Okay? you get a closer look at this. These are all the different functions that you can put on this hand control. This one here is another hand control, only has 4 functions. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you're driving, you can use one of those functions either with your fingers or your thumb. Okay? So this is SureGrip. I do a lot of stuff for this for the veterans at hospitals. They like this particular type of hand control, but they also do these too, the MPS. So these are the 2 main hand controls that I do. Now there's even more sophisticated hand controls that you can put in your car. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you the extreme. A lot of people think, well, I can't have a sports car. If I'm paraplegic, you know, I'm going to have to buy an accessible van or something else. Well, we're here to show you that that's completely different. Okay? So Myra's going to show you a car that we just put hand controls in for a gentleman that's a paraplegic. Okay? Here we go. Like being in a coffin, but at any rate, this is a brand new 2020 Lamborghini. This gentleman has all types of exotic cars. This is proof right here that just because your legs aren't working, that you can't drive with hand controls in an exotic car like this. This is what we call the Minox hand controls. This is basically brake forward, pull back for acceleration. Very, very easy system. It also comes with a locking device, so if somebody else is driving the car, you can lock it. But you can also have functions on this, on the back side. You can have all those little buttons, windshield wipers, windows, air conditioning, etc. This is one that we do a fair amount. This would probably be maybe 3 or 4% of our business. But a lot of people like this because there's nothing over on this side, because sometimes people have other devices on this side. So this is what you call push, pull, Minox hand controls. You get them through driving systems or your Canova car. Okay? So this is the extreme. Now we're going to show you a custom built system that our technician here built for somebody that's a quadriplegic inside of his vehicle. And we've done this inside of a Toyota Sienna. Okay, we're going to go to that car next. If I can get out of here. Okay, she's going to show you a little shot of all the vehicles that we do carry here. You can see we have a very, very large selection of side entries and rear entries. We're ready. These are side entries here. These are rear entries over here. Don't look at the Lamborghini. All right, so now we're going to show you a custom-built hand control system. This is using the last vehicle that I showed you. The Lamborghini had this system. Okay, this is the Minox system. Because of this person being able to drive, and they're a quadriplegic, I'm going to get out of the way. Can't discriminate against anybody. This has the automatic lockdown here. It has a cuff here because he doesn't have use of grabbing. He sometimes uses this, but most of the time with the cuff. This is for his blinkers, this side, and this is crossover. This is for windshield wipers and lights to come back either way. This is for his stick shift handle here. And then this is called the tri-pin. All of this here was fabricated by our master craftsman, Salvador Garcia. Anybody out there wants something custom built for their hand controls or anything on their accessible vehicle, Salvador Garcia is the man, just so you all know. You ever come to Aero Mobility. So basically, that's brake, That's acceleration. Very simple system. But this has got to be so strong. I could put all my weight on that. And that's the most important part. If you're getting a crash, you want to make sure that this stuff has been well built. Okay? But the tri-pin goes like so. What I like here is the handle. Because most of the handles on the new cars are kind of ball style, more like this. Whereas he can just grab this. He doesn't have to worry about it really grasping anything. He can just pull it down into gear. Okay? And then, of course, he's got his automatic lockdown. Only reason that we've put this in here is because he had another car and he got in an accident. And then we've also put diamond plate on the floor. Okay? If you can see this with my funky brown tennis shoes. We put diamond plate on there so that way when he rolls in, it's an easy transition and his wheels are on the surface, because on the washable floors, if you have a 300 or 400 pound chair, it tends to sink into the foam of this particular washable floor. So with the diamond plate, it keeps the chair from sinking in. Therefore, it goes into the lockdown much easier. Okay. Now we're going to bring the gentleman out. He was so kind to, he's picking up his van today, to show us how you can come in here and get into the lockdown and drive away just like anybody else. And I believe he's coming right now. Okay. So I'm going to get out of the way. We're going to put him on. Thank you so much.
Sure.
And your name is?
Ron.
Ron?
Ron Kamaka.
Ron Kamaka. Dakain.
Okay.
Dakain. I'm from Hawaii. So I know that name.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so you got him. So he's going to come in. He's going to rotate, and he's going to go into his lockdown. Thank God for Sal, huh?
Oh, yeah. Sal's awesome. I'm going to just turn this up.
So he's going into his lockdown now. And he'll know exactly once he's in, because the lockdown, he'll hear a click, and he'll know that he's in.
Is it open to receive me? They may have closed it, so it didn't be.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, yeah, it's open.
Yeah, it's open.
I just got to line up.
All right. So, technical difficulty.
First time coming in.
Oh, well then
So
you're allowed. You want to go this way?
To your left?
Yeah.
Left.
We're hoping he's going in. May have to adjust it, and that's not an uncommon thing for us.
Yeah, so the truth is they were going to replace my bolt underneath.
Right.
Because the bolt was for the...
Let me take a look underneath here. Give us just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Go to the left. Bolt needs to be adjusted. You actually need a new bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they
So
were
now we know we need a new bolt. So that's why people come in here to get their stuff custom built. But as you can see, he has full range of motion for his hand controls, his steering wheel, his cuff. All of these items are custom built specifically for him. Okay? Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you're
it.
welcome. Thank you.